Hello, I will read to you an email about what we talked about at dinner a few days ago. This is at my home. It says, Daniel, make a video about doctors in Honduras getting phone calls. One, doctors in Honduras are getting phone calls to pay a fee to the gangs, $10,000 US. Two, Honduran newspapers say where and when is the wake for a loved one that dies. But now thieves are breaking into the homes of the deceased on that day. So people are hiring security guards with guns to protect the home that day. But Grandpa told me that long ago the security guards were hired and that they would not go to work the day that the robberies took place. And so the owners began to defend their property with guns. Also, the thieves know who to target and when to target because of the plate of fish posted on Facebook that says where you are eating. All right, another topic on the dinner was a 60 plus old lady that paints murals at a school. She fell because she ran to open the door for her daughter, also an adult, at the school, because her daughter couldn't open the door because she was helping her mother carry all the painting supplies, but she carried so many things that she didn't have a hand to open the door. Daughter was carrying the painting supplies. All right. So you got to watch out because some people really want to help you and they're going to do things. This is extra now. For instance, my mom's car broke down in Chicago years ago. And when my girlfriend heard about it, she came back the next day or the same day with a brand new car. And I mentioned this before in another video. She said, Daniel, your mother does have the $2,000, right? And I said, yes. But this girlfriend had good credit. And some people, they just automatically go help you out. They go out of their way, really, doing things that are completely unexpected. Oh, my grandpa told me that some people do crimes, we could say they're crimes, by, let's say that you know somebody that doesn't have a very strong brain or someone that is childish, and you could tell this person, so and so is hurting me. And that childish person, if they love you, just by saying that alone, they will go over there and hit the person. So you got to be careful what you say to some people. In fact, be careful what you say all the time, because some people, they automatically go do something because they love you or whatever reason. All right. I think school over here in Florida is over. And topic number 4 was no backpacks at school because it's the last days of school. This was from what the kids mentioned. But what I think about it, this was at the dinner talk. But what I really think is that it's because of the kids that take guns to school or weapons. I don't even want my kids to go to school at all because schools are too dangerous. That's one reason. And the second reason is because the schools don't teach you money skills. You're talking to a student here. I used to be the class president in high school. What happened is nobody ran against me. I was the only one running. Yeah, that aside, what happens is I was a great student in freshman year, sophomore year. However, I don't want my kids to go to school because if they go the route that I did, they don't know anything about carpentry. They don't know anything about fixing a car. They don't know anything. I didn't take the carpentry course because the teacher was too unemotional. He was like a robot. And well, what really happened besides that, I mean, some people are very good at something, like very good boxers, but they can't turn you into a great teacher or a great boxer. They are not great teachers, that is. So there was this classmate of mine, and he had cut off part of his finger, and that ended up my wood shop. I didn't sign up for wood shop. It was an elective. You get to choose what class. However, I did admire, one of them made a clock. All of them together made a house inside the classroom, which now these tiny houses are popular. That's what I recommend. Everybody, all men, to have a tiny house where nobody can go in, just enough for one person to sit there and, oh, okay, enough for another one so you can have sex. But women, they don't want to live with a man that lives in a closet, a small, tiny home. That's my opinion. And men should not live with women because women yell at things. In my experience, one wife was yelling at me. Okay, this one, spouse. Ugh. The only reason I put up with it is because I walk away, but the only reason I put up with it is because of my son. All right, because my daughter, she wants to hang out with her mom all the time, and she wants to go to the mall and things like that. Whereas my son, he wants to go play ball with me at the park, things like that. Read books with me. If I say, come, let's go do something, he says, sure, let's do it. All right. So I don't want my kids to go to school at all because schools are too dangerous. And the second reason is the schools don't teach you money skills. This way they will learn real skills like jewelry repair from Ashworth Online College or University, I'm not sure. All right. Next paragraph. I don't like evening school activities because 1, they are during my dinner time. 2, the danger at school factor. 3, is that some kids want to hurt the child that gets the award. For instance, in Miami, there was one kid that slashed the neck of his best friend because his best friend, in the bathroom, his best friend had a dad. Whereas the kid that had the knife and did the cruel thing didn't have a dad. So he was jealous of that. All right, another thing. The schools now are giving an award for reading, for spelling, for math to a boy and a girl for one topic, such as math or reading. Okay. The reason they do that is because I remember a girl in, yes, 5th grade. This was the first grade I went to an all English classroom. Before that, I was in bilingual in 4th, 3rd. They didn't have bilingual in 2nd. I didn't speak English until I was in 5th grade, a little bit. So I won a spelling test, 100 or something, and a girl pushed me down the stairs. And instantly I knew that she had been the top student in spelling. And she may have gotten one wrong, or maybe she got 100 and now she had to share the glory with me. So she pushed me down the stairs. I didn't do anything. It was a girl's, I didn't do anything. Besides, she was beautiful, but, you gotta be careful. All right. Now the school's giving a word. I read that. Those chains are useless to me because the kid, all right, those chains that you get on a word, those chains are useless to me because the kid still won't have a money skill like carpentry, plumbing, or mechanics, electricity, things like that. All right. I took pictures of the awards I got as a child and those ribbons, etc. But they don't mean anything to me because instead of wasting my time playing floor hockey or running cross country or going to a poetry class or even algebra, which I like both classes, poetry and algebra, but I did not learn a money skill. So here I am at 40 years old. I'm waking up, or I'm aware that the schools in the United States, not all of them, but some of them here, are horrible. You get out at 18 years old and you go take student loans, and then you flunk out of college because you're not, well, because the student loans didn't come in. That was the first time. And I said, what do you mean they didn't come in? They just didn't come in. So get out of here. That was the message at St. Xavier. All right. University, where I went in Chicago. Okay, people, I used to be the class president for my junior year in high school. I got elected because nobody ran against me. And what happened in my life? At 23, I was homeless because I got tired of my mother yelling and yelling. At 24, I got married because I was homeless and wanted to move out of my mother's house. At 40, I'm still unemployable because I don't have money skills. If you don't learn money skills, then you will suffer in life. And now my kids are doing the same thing that I did, getting excellent grades, but they are not learning money skills. My son is learning to cut wood. All right, this is because I'm teaching him. He does read the Bible with me. This will make him more intelligent. You know, when you read stories about Samson speaking and telling his secret, and then that's what happened to him. He does read the Bible with me. He did learn Tai Chi Chuan sparring, so he could basically defend himself against another child. He does have confidence, but confidence dwindles when you don't have money skills. All right, 5. The cashews were on sale today at Walgreens. All right. 6. My son wanted to play today, but I was too sleepy after school. I did exercise the day before with the men's club that I joined. 7. In the military, they teach you to be strong physically and mentally, but they also teach you a money skill like carpentry or even extinguishing people for the military purpose employer. All right, that's a money skill too. Throwing bombs at people, flying an airplane, things like that. I mean, it's something that you won't do as a civilian, but it is a money skill. I'm not saying that I'm in favor of bombing other countries, because I'm not really in favor of that. Now they have the Navy SEALs or some other specialized team, and they send 2 men out there, or just 1 even, and they get the leader of the group that this United States doesn't like, and they extinguish him, and that's the end of the thing of the other organization. Instead of sending, they're like ninjas. Send ninjas out there, and that's easier than sending even airplanes, jet fighters. Why send a fighter? Why don't just send a robot? You know. All right. 8. When will my family listen to me? Only when you have money skills, Daniel. If you have money, then your family will be persuaded to do what you want. I want my kids to be 100 times more successful than I am. In fact, I am a failure in many things, except in teaching my son and daughter confidence. They got confidence because they're the top students, you know, within in the group, you know, the top 5 in their class and so on. I purposely didn't teach my son spelling, and I don't review any spelling with him, so that he won't be the top in everything like math and reading and spelling. I told him, are you going to cry because you have $1 million and he has $2 million? Or you have 1 million toys and he has 2 million toys? I got to put it in a term that a child will understand. And it's just, no, I have my toys, you have your toys. You know, I'm not going to cry. All right. So once my kids are 100 times more successful than I am, this way they will have the skills to earn money and make their dreams come true. Where I failed, they will succeed. All right, so that's what we talked about dinner, and then it's got a little bit of extras. It's terrible that the doctors in Honduras are getting phone calls to pay a fee to the gangs. To me, that only means that the doctors are going to move out of the country. Yeah, that's what it means to me. Because doctors have families, or even if they don't, they have their own life and they want to feel safe, which is one of the human rights. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You have the right to life, liberty, and personal security, to feel safe. And there are some bullies out there that they don't obey any laws. So the only way you can deal with them is running away, or fighting back, or doing nothing, and then you get shot in front of your own clinic or in front of your hospital or wherever you're at. When I was 16 in Honduras, I opened up the first newspaper. I almost dropped that thing. It was all blood. You know, lawyer so-and-so was shot in front of his family, in front of his house on his way to work. It's obvious. He defended somebody, or he accused somebody, or he was going to defend somebody, he was going to accuse somebody. You know, judges get shot. So there is no law. There is a law, but it has no teeth. It doesn't have any way of protecting you. You need to learn to protect yourself. Read about the Declaration of Human Rights, and then you got to do something else more than reading. You got to be prepared. Take care of yourself. Be better than I am.